Worldwigger Nicolas Tesla. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency and vibration. My brain is just a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we get knowledge, power and inspiration. Individuals are temporary, races and nations come and go, but human beings exist. Invention is the most important product of the human creative brain. Its main goal is to master the mysteries of the mind over the material world in its entirety, to exploit human nature for human needs. Our virtues and failures are inseparable, like strength and matter. When they separated, humans cease to exist. If your hatred could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. My brain is just a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we derive knowledge, power and inspiration. I haven't penetrated this core secret, but I know it exists. Alone, that is the secret of discovery. Alone, that's when ideas are born. I don't think you can name the great discoveries that have been made of married men. The feeling that grew constantly within me was that I was the first to have heard greetings from one planet to another. It's not the love you created. It's the love you give. Instinct is something beyond knowledge. We have, without a doubt, certain fine fibers that enable us to see the truth when logical deduction, or any other deliberate effort of the brain, is futile. What an astonishing fact in this connection. It seems that God Himself created this planet electrically. As I look back on my past lives, I realize how subtle the influences were that shaped our destiny. Let the future tell the truth and evaluate based on its work and achievements. The present is them, and the future, for what I have worked so earnestly, is mine. I don't care that they steal my ideas, but I care that they don't have their own. Today's scientists think deeply rather than think clearly. One has to be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be a little crazy. Peace only comes as a natural consequence of universal enlightenment and the amalgamation of battles, and we are still far from blissful consciousness. Most people are absorbed in contemplation of the outside world, but they are completely unaware of what is going on inside them. Who is Nicolas Tesla? Born and raised in the Austrian Empire, Tesla completed his education in engineering and physics in the 1870s. He briefly worked in telephony in the early 1880s and at Continental Edison in the electric power industry. He moved to the United States in 1884 and became a citizen there. He briefly worked at Edison Machine Works in New York City, then decided to leave. With his partner's help in financing and marketing his ideas, Tesla set up a laboratory in New York to develop a variety of woodworking and mechanical tools. His induction and alternating current motor, and his patent for an alternating polyphase system were licensed by Westinghouse Electric Corporation in 1888. Tesla tried to develop inventions that could be patented and marketed. Tesla conducted various experiments with oscillators, discharge tubes, and X-rays. In the 1890s, Tesla tried to develop wireless lighting and wireless power distribution in high-frequency power experiments in New York and Colorado Springs. In 1893, he said that it was possible to carry out wireless communication with his homemade device. Tesla tried to make this a reality in the Wardenclyffe Tower project, an intercontinental wireless power and communications transmitter, but ran out of funds before he could complete it. Tesla died in New York City in January 1943. His work was not realized after he died. However, in 1960, the General Conference on Weights and Measures named the International Unit of Magnetic Flux Density the Tesla in honor of his services. His name began to rise again since the 1990s. The Croatian-born American is remembered for his invention of the alternating current, AC, mechanism in electricity and his genius predictions about the wireless world. Now people see his name everywhere, as the international unit of magnetic intensity, and the trademark of the electric car company, Tesla Incorporated.